Yo, yo, yo. We are back. We are back. We are back with another one. Sliding in the DMs with Prince Amir. We not slide into other people's DMs. We slide into my DMs. Because I wouldn't publicly slide into other people's DMs, you know. Gotta respect privacy and whatnot. So, let's begin. Listen. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I should be asleep. I got a long day tomorrow. Long day. A lot of work for me to get done. I was running into some technical difficulties. I'm gonna just level. Technical difficulties were crazy. Yeah. Couldn't get my stream right. The video quality was awful. It was a challenge, but I figured it out. I got things together, and here I am, late. But better late than never, for sure. So we about to just jump right in because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm tired. I really need to go to bed. So it's gonna be a quickie, but a goodie. I don't even know what's in my DMs. Like I said, I do this because a lot of friends and family send me messages. And throughout the day, I don't have time to really watch them because I be so busy, whether or not I'm editing some YouTube videos, or I'm working, or I'm studying, or I'm building. You know what it is. Or I might be spending a little time with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, spending a little time with my ladies. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right in because yeah, we gotta get this wrapped up, man. We gotta get this wrapped up for sure. All right, what we got? Who's sending me messages? Who's sending Prince Amir messages? All right, what we got here? We got.
All right, y'all. What we got here? The FDA has officially approved lab-grown salmon for human consumption.
Talk about
now,
it.
we already done heard about the 3D printed meat. We already heard about them putting meat glue in the meat. Now, they have officially approved for the first time, the first protein
we eating salmon,
to
y'all.
be considered lab-grown throughout the whole entire United States, salmon, right? So this is what they are doing. They are labeling it as farm cultivated salmon, okay?
Farm cultivated
okay. Salmon. That is the key word for lab grown.
Cultivation.
All right, so you already have to look and see if it's farm raised, which means it has a lot of chemicals, pesticides, and it was not grown in its natural element. Then, of course, what you want to eat if you choose to eat salmon is wild caught, which means it was caught with a rod, in the ocean, and it has no additional chemicals, okay? But now you have to look for farm cultivated salmon. So for all of my salmon lovers, you have to read labels, okay? It is important because you have no idea what you're putting in your body and your kid's body. Share this with somebody who loves some salmon and needs to know this tea, okay? All right, y'all.
Black Americans, you think you're safe? Let's talk about it. If the Trump administration successfully eliminates or guts the 14th Amendment's birthright citizenship clause, either through the Supreme Court, executive action, or congressional legislation, it would be a direct threat to Black Americans. Let me explain. The 14th Amendment was literally made for Black Americans. This amendment was created after the Civil War for one crucial purpose: to guarantee citizenship for former enslaved Black Americans and finally overturn the Dred Scott decision. You know, that infamous Supreme Court ruling which declared Black people could never be U.S. citizens? In the 14th Amendment, it says all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. So, if this is overturned or reinterpreted, it would directly attack the legal foundation of Black citizenship in America. Not only that, if they could erase birthright citizenship, what's next? The 15th Amendment, your voting rights, equal protection, due process. It won't just be about immigration either. It will be about whether Black American citizenship is truly secure. I mean, the amendment was created to destroy racist laws that treat Black people as less than. So if it's gone, I feel like we would be back to a legal landscape where Black rights were up for debate. And this is not an exaggeration, and I'm not fear-mongering. This is exactly what the 14th Amendment was designed to prevent. So if it's dismantled, no Black American citizenship is truly safe.
And y'all wifey sent me a TikTok this morning of these noodles that she bought for the kids, right? And on the back of it, it says, may cause cancer or will cause cancer, right? So I'm in this little convenience store over here in Pennsylvania Avenue, right? Look, this is that stuff that was on the TikTok right here, y'all. If y'all see this, do not buy this for your kids, y'all. For kids, y'all. Look at this right here. Do y'all see this? It says in the ingredients right here, cancer and reproductive harm, y'all. Just so y'all know I'm not lying. Cancer and reproductive harm, y'all. Do not buy that stuff for your kids, y'all. Just bold that. Do not buy that, period, y'all. And y'all wifey sent me a TikTok.
Put that on social media so y'all can stop doing that, man. Sagging started in slavery when the homosexual slave master would rape young Black slaves. It's called buck breaking. You were forced to wear your pants. Sexual slave owners could know you've been already buck broken.
Don't let that white man take you.
When y'all walking down the street like they laughing at y'all don't even know. Put
Bro, I just noticed that I've been muted. I've been muted. I muted my mic. I think I've been muted for like 10 minutes. Y'all ain't help me? Ain't nobody say nothing in the chat? Wow. That's messed up. I've been muted for 10 minutes. I just feel like I gotta redo everything. How long has this been muted? That's terrible. I literally want to check. Hold on, I'm about to verify. Y'all bear with me. The day I don't have time to really watch them because I be so busy. Let me mute again real quick. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. It's been muted since the salmon video. Bro. Oh. No. It's been muted since the salmon video. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. All right, so low key, I gotta go all the way back through it. I gotta go. Listen, this video was long as pit. This video was long as hell. Y'all didn't catch none of my commentary. But y'all heard her already, so I'm gonna just run it back. And we're gonna have to fix this in the post-production. But What I had to say about her is I absolutely disagree that black people will lose their citizenship. None of these executive orders, Supreme Court, whatever, is going to retroactively apply to anybody. All of us who have citizenship have citizenship. Our parents had citizenship. Our ancestors had citizenship. It's a wrap. Anybody that was born in this country that was naturalized under the 14th Amendment have citizenship. They're not going to be able to roll that back and take that away from us. It don't matter what the executive orders say, right? Or the Supreme Court say. You can't retroactively apply laws to people. That's a standard. And so we're not going to be impacted by that. Sorry. I completely disagree with this lady and what she's saying. We got to understand that the intention of the 14th Amendment, you had people that was taken from this land or perhaps even indigenous to this land, had their lands taken and had a country founded when we didn't have any rights. And you had people trying to say that we weren't citizens, and so they naturalized us, right? Ultimately, we can't give somebody citizenship because they bought a plane ticket. We just got to be honest. We got to keep it a buck. If somebody is pregnant, they buy a flight to America and they drop their baby off on this land, suddenly their kid is a U.S. citizen. That's not the spirit of it, right? You can't come here on vacation or sneak into the country and drop a baby off and say it's a U.S. citizen. But culturally, and the heritage of that child is its loyalties lie somewhere else. So you have some people that were so-called naturalized citizens. They're not even loyal to the United States. They're not loyal to America. They're loyal to some other foreign nation that they advocate mostly on behalf of. But they were born here because somebody bought a plane ticket and their mama dropped them off here. So I don't think that's right. And so I don't feel like we'll be negatively impacted by the president's executive orders or any overturning of court precedents. It's not going to take away the rights of black people. I absolutely disagree with this lady. I can't believe I was muted for like 10 minutes. It's crazy. Half the video I was muted, and I need to wrap this up. I ain't going to be here long. I'm tired. It's late. Y'all saw this post. Get your bread up. It don't cost you that much. If you can't save $10,250, you're doing something wrong. It's just a quarter a day. I know y'all. It's quarters on the ground. You can find a quarter a day if you pay attention. If you work hard, get to it. 25 cents a day. That's crazy. I ain't even do the math, but I'm just gonna believe the post. Watch a nigga actually save 25 cents a day, and it's not that amount of money. It's crazy.
And y'all wifey sent me a TikTok.
So anyway, while I was muted, it does say on the label, cancer and reproductive health. This is not an endorsement. This shit'll kill you. Be careful out here. I can't believe I was muted. That just like took all my momentum out. That's terrible. Let me just move on to something else, man. Sheesh.
Hold on, let me get this straight. A group of black Americans went to Ghana, spoke to the Ghanaian government about building a town for black Americans in Ghana, got approval from the Ghanaian government to build a town for black Americans in Ghana. And part of the agreement was that first, the black Americans were given 200 acres to build a settlement, a small settlement, and they wanted to see how quick that settlement will be sold. Basically, they're saying, we'll give you 200 acres to do a trial run. If there are enough people who are interested, then we will invest and give you money to build an entire town. And nobody is talking about it? Yep. I looked it up. It is for real, for real. Check bars and earn your leisure. those two companies went to the Ghanaian government and said, look, if you're for real about black Americans coming back, we want our own. We want our own town. We want our own everything. And the Ghanaian government said, yeah, we'll do it.
All right, real quick. Hey, what's the difference between this and the white folks in the Ozarks saying they want their whites only place, and they don't want no Jews, no Mexicans, no Asians, and no niggas. They don't want nobody else there but white folks in the Ozarks, and they built their own little community, and everybody was up in arms and butthurt about it, and they crying racism. What's the difference? Right? Now, I know that it doesn't necessarily say no white folks, but it's talking about Ghana, Ghanaians, Africans. It's talking about people coming home, and I'm sure they're not looking to sell to any white folks. I'm just saying. It said black Americans, right? I'm good. I heard things about Ghana, and I don't want to disparage the country. Y'all doing y'all thing, y'all figuring it out. But I heard people from the United States that went over there to try to set up shop, and things didn't go the way they thought. The infrastructure wasn't what it was. They didn't have the protections from a legal perspective that we enjoy in the United States. They didn't have that stuff over there. You got a lot of people that got ripped off. You had people that got hurt. You had people that got scammed, lost everything. It's different over there. Come on back home. But you know what? Maybe they figuring it out. If you get enough people to go anywhere with some money, if you can embrace the culture that's already there and add to it and not just take away, it could be a beautiful thing, though. It could be, but we'll see. We'll see how much money they're willing to put up. We'll see what the corruption is like. Because, listen, let's keep it a buck. There's corruption everywhere. There's corruption here at home, absolutely. But, our corruption is so built into the system that it's you almost don't see it or you don't feel it. But over there, niggas might be like, yo, this shit mafioso. Very corrupt. Crazy. Maybe they still figuring it out. But hey, listen. Do your thing.
But first you got to show us there's a possibility this will work. We're not about to give you, land and nothing's going to come out of it. We'll give you 200 acres first and we'll see what you could do with 200 acres. Yep. The name of the city, which they've already named, is Sunbra, which means the return. So there's literally hold on, let me get the.
All right, listen, I like the concept. I do. I think it's dope. I think the idea that you can get some cheap land, and bring some resources over there and develop that area. Because let's keep it a buck. The land should be a lot cheaper than the land here in the United States. Because land is we're not making more land on Earth. And so all the land in the United States, I think, is kind of bought up and overpriced, perhaps. But over there in Ghana, you work with the government. If you run the numbers, the land might be significantly cheaper. And if you're a developer, if you have a customer, if you make it beautiful, and let's not forget, affordable. It's got to be affordable, people. It's got to be affordable. We talking about Ghana. I haven't heard that Ghana was this big metropolis. So you can have a lot of people go over there, but what they gonna do when they get there? There has to be industry. There has to be like something to produce value for the masses, where everybody's able to eat and not just have a nice house and not have the infrastructure to support the electricity and the indoor plumbing, and you know what I mean? You gotta. It's gonna take more than just some money to buy land and build on it. It's gotta have infrastructure. It's gotta have GDP. But I think it's a good thing for anybody to build a town, because you got to start with a town, turn into a city, turn into a state, turn it to a nation. You can figure it out. But that's what's up. I'm with it. But don't be complaining about white folks going into the mountains, building their own community, and y'all constantly talking about you want to go back to Africa. Don't get mad when somebody tell you to go back to Africa. You feel me? Don't tell me to go back to Africa. I'm not from there. I was born and raised in Metro Detroit. I'm from Detroit. You feel me? Yeah. A good old American. You understand?
Can you give me an example of a food that's a vaccine?
You recognize?
Yes, sir. University of California, Riverside has already perfected the ability to put human vaccines into our lettuce right now. Also, tomatoes has the ability to do that also for UC Berkeley. And then Big Tobacco, RJ Reynolds and stuff has perfected.
So let me talk about this for a second. Two things, right? With all these vaccines that they're putting into our bodies, they're putting into our food, you got to ask yourself, why? And to me, the answer is a two-sided coin, right? They're either trying to kill us all or save us all. Okay? Kill us all or save us all. Think about it. I think it's very dramatic to put a vaccine. We know a vaccine is supposed to immunize us against certain sicknesses that we can get. Where it prevents that. That's the whole purpose of it. For them to go to the extremes of trying to immunize so many people all at once. We got flu shots. We got all these different medicines they want to put into our bodies, right? And to put it in the food without our permission, just to make sure that everybody get it, why? Are y'all trying to kill as many people as possible, or something that is not public, something that everybody don't know what's really going on? Like, why are they trying to get as many people to consume this? What's coming? What's already here? Or they just trying to kill us. And so you don't know. It's a coin toss. They trying to kill us or they trying to save us. And if they're trying to save us by putting it in the food, they mean that you got to be really scared of something to put vaccines in food that people don't even know is there, and they're just going to consume it because somebody has to survive. Hopefully we get this shit right, and when it hit, there'll be survivors. I'm 50-50 on that. I'm 50-50. I believe I have the mentality that I think people are good, have goodness inside of them. I do know for a fact there's some demons out here, but at the end of the day, I think people are good for the most part, and they want to help and they want to save people. And so even if someone's trying to kill off the masses, I think a person would be trying to kill off the masses for good. They'd be like, yo, if we don't do this, civilization is going to fall, or it'll kill everyone. If we don't kill a lot, it'll kill everyone and we'll all be dead. So we need to kill a lot of people to save the rest of us, type of thing. Like, even when people do terrible things, they mean well. So as they're poisoning us or putting medications in our food without our knowledge, it's like, are they trying to kill us for the good of mankind? Or are they trying to save us from something that we don't even know is a danger? Something that is trying to kill us? Or are they just aliens and they trying to terraform the planet Earth? You feel me? We don't know. But yeah, vaccines in our food without telling us, it's crazy. It's in the lettuce. That's why I don't even eat lettuce.
Affected the ability to put a human vaccine into tobacco products.
Chairman Clements.
And is that even
Vaccine and cigarettes, tobacco products? That's crazy.
been legal to do in the state of Tennessee, to sell those with a vaccine in them?
You recognize?
Well, I'm not arguing that point. What I'm saying is there is no law deeming those that when you go into a grocery store, you should know as a consumer, this head of lettuce is a head of lettuce. The head of lettuce right next to it could contain a vaccine in it. All we're saying is if it does have the vaccine in it, make sure it's listed as a pharmaceutical so people can get the proper dosage.
You recognize?
Thank you. Well, my question is right now, can you walk into a grocery store and there be a head of lettuce for sale that has a vaccine in it? I don't think that's allowed under state law presently. And if it is, and you have to list it as a pharmaceutical, are we going to then have Walgreens pharmacists with a refrigerated section? I mean, how's this going to play out?
Well, listen. I don't know what type of lettuce they talking about that they say is a pharmaceutical.
Thank you.
Because the only lettuce I know that's a pharmaceutical, you feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what them trees I'm talking about. That lettuce, that loud. I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't smoke. But as far as I know, that's the only lettuce I know that's a pharmaceutical that you might need a pharmacist to provide that for you. But that's crazy. It's crazy that they got Trader Joe's in the photo, to letting you know, like, most people will go to Trader Joe's because they want good quality stuff. Is nowhere safe? Is it safe for no one?
Is it safe to wear Crocs or other foam footwear this summer? Let's dive in. They feel comfy, but here's what most people don't realize. When these shoes are exposed to heat like the sun, sand, or hot pavement, they start to release some really toxic chemicals. Most Crocs and foam shoes are made from EVA foam, one of the most toxic types of plastic, which is especially harmful to children. And here's the scariest part. The soles of your feet are one of the most absorbent areas of your body. So when you wear Crocs barefoot, you are absorbing those toxins straight into your bloodstream. So if I were you, I would ditch the foam and switch to something natural like real leather. They may not be as trendy, but your body will thank you. If you found this helpful, make sure to follow and share it with someone who needs to know. Is it...
Bro, why is everything killing us? Bro, I got the slides on right now. Like, you trying to tell me that toxicity is sweating and being absorbed in my feet right now? Holy moly. I can't even wear my slides. I love my slides. They soft, they comfortable. And they're deadly. What is happening? No. Do I gotta let go of my slides? Look, there they go. Say don't put them outside. Okay, we just gotta keep them cold. But my feet sweating right now. I shouldn't say that. Don't worry about what my feet are doing. But I'm just saying, think about it. If your feet are sweating and you wearing barefoot, them Yeezy slides or any foam runners, and that joint is being whatever the toxic chemical that is being released is being absorbed into your skin and poisoning your body. My man said, listen, all this technology and everything we figuring out is just killing us. It's wild. Pretty wild. I got to keep checking my mic to see if I'm muted, because that was a tragedy. 10 minutes of the video. Man, it's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. This is crazy. Shout out to everybody that
Shit I'm about to tell you right now, you need to pay attention to, because traffickers are finding new ways to kidnap and traffic people, and this shit is crazy. So if you heard the term devil breath and you wasn't scared, you need to be. Because if you come in contact with devil breath, it will incapacitate you fully. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
The thieves blow a handful of powder into their victims' faces, causing them to fall into a hypnotic, zombie-like state. They then voluntarily hand over valuables, money, and even PIN codes with little memory of the events afterwards. But some even die. That's because the powder is devil's breath, a dangerous Colombian drug extracted from a flower that can cause seizures, respiratory failure, and heart attack.
So I seen somebody talking about devil breath on this app, and I went down a rabbit hole. And let me tell you this, the shit is real. So how these people are using it is, they'll walk up in your face and they'll blow in your face. And after they blow in your face, you'll pass out. Oh, some people pass out. Some people lose consciousness. Or some people just stop. Like you hit a pause button. Like you're under someone.
Listen, I done had somebody hit me with some devil breath. It's called that morning breath. I was in a trance. I was choking. I couldn't breathe. my pin number is. I'm not about to tell you my pin number, but is this real? They blowing cocaine or whatever this drug is in people's face, and these people are turning into zombies and dying. But before they die and turn into a zombie, they give all the money out of their pocket and pin codes and have no memory of it. Come on, man. That sounds crazy.
One spell. And what'll happen is you'll be more reluctant to giving up everything that you have. Money, jewels, etc. So basically, they'll blow something in your face called scopolamine. And that drug incapacitates you. Do yourself a favor. Jump down that rabbit hole. Hit that search bar and look up devil breath. And see how many cases. See how many times people ran into devil breath and see how it affected them. Then
yeah, see, I heard of scopolamine. I heard about it from Passport Bros getting robbed in Colombia. Some of the senoritas, some of the ladies out there would put it like on their neck, on their chest, and the dudes would be, all on them, and the dudes would basically pass out, and they would get robbed. I don't know about them turning into a zombie and handing over stuff and talking. No, they would just pass out and they would get robbed. And in most cases, depending on how much the girl used, a guy can die. I seen that. And so I think the proper term is scopolamine or whatever he just said. I don't think it's devil breath. I've never heard of that shit.
See? More proof. She said, I used to work for Apple. Pay for the external drives. Save yourself the trouble.
See, I keep telling y'all, this is a smart flash drive for your phone that hosts 250,000 photos and 500 hours of HD videos. Yeah, that many. But let me show you how easy it is to use. First, you're going to go to your photos, then select all the photos and videos.
All right, we don't need to know about Apple and their hard drive spaces. How small their hard drives are. What we got? When she want to kick it.
We can kick it, but I forgot I had to go pick up my mom from work, and you know how that is.
All right. Listen, it's getting late. Aw, snap. Here come the comedy. What we got?
Rise, motherfucker, rise. Rise, motherfucker, rise! Stay up there until I release you. Oh, fucker! Oh! You want some shoreline dolomite? Ah!
What is this?
All right, come down. Next time you motherfuckers try to put me in a trick bag, you better have more punch than that. Because I'm energized with voodoo potion number 10. Chaklo, himahula.
What the Dolomite? What is that? They look like the creatures from Descent.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. Nothing beats...
Yo, real talk, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? I'm judging. I think that looks crazy. I think you've mutilated yourself to the point where if somebody sees you, like, I can't interact normally with a person like that. Like, I think they trying to hurt me or hurt themselves. Like, I would be reaching for my pistol. Real talk. And I might have to shoot first, ask questions later. But, like, that is a no-go. Like, what? Look at them things, man. Look like an orc from Lord of the Rings in real life. And somebody busting that down, too. Somebody busting it wide open for a real one all day. Somebody is loving on that. Not Prince Amir. Can't do it.
Pranking Clark Kent.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming up.
What's up, twin? I go pandas on the feet, twin. Balenciagas on the skirt, twin. You know how we do, boo. I go Atlanta on the drip, twin. Yeah, twin. Tell him, baby, how we doing, baby?
My baby a rock star. He looks good.
Right here, Atlanta, baby. What's up, twin?
Never go 100% move.
What?
Yo, you are.
Hey, what you want to do? What you want to do?
We don't want to do nothing with you. I don't want no problem with niggas that went late. You don't want no problems on the back of school, bud. Hey, I ain't trying to get charged with a hate crime, bro.
That's what it is.
You got something hanging on the dress.
You can't, don't worry about it. This is straight off the runway, baby. You straight off the block. This
Twin, let me tell you something, twin. These New Yorkers, they always hating. These New Yorkers always hating, twin.
This is.
What is this twin shit? Is that a skit? Is that real life? Because this nigga wearing a dress. I'm like, is it comedy?
Jose, I'm gonna blow that back out in Chinese. 震飞你，震飞你，震飞你，震飞你，
震飞你，震飞你，震飞你。I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. I would probably say, 震飞你，震飞你，ooh, 震飞你。Prince Amir, 震飞你。Shout out to my Chinese. Shout out to the Chinese. All right. Is the tariff war still going on? The trade war still going on? You know, 震飞你. Trump said, 震飞你. 震飞你. How did he do it? I don't know. I can't do Donald Trump impersonations, but 震飞你. Okay. What's that other one? Nigga want fight. Nigga want fat. Nigga want fat. Nigga want fat. Y'all didn't know I spoke Chinese like that. That's from another one. Let's go. All right, 2 a.m. I think it's time to wrap this up. Time to go to bed. We had enough. How to say big booty? Yeah, I'm not about to be saying that, right? All right. We gotta do this. We gotta run this back this weekend. We gonna run this back this weekend. But I gotta go to sleep. I got a long day tomorrow. Shout out to anybody that hopped on. They say something in the chat. Like the video. Hit me with a like. Say what up though. Don't just come in, see what we talking about, and then dip out. At least hit the like button. Like the video. At least say something in the chat. Let me know you a real person. Say what up though, Prince Amir. Facts. I've been there before.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Need a spot? No, I'm good. Almost got you. You almost got you.
That was funny. Need a spot? Almost.
Man, I be so tired. I woke up early in the morning like feeling good. Fuck, you know what I mean? Fuck was that? Man, I be so tired. I woke up early in the morning like feeling good. Fuck, you know what
I mean?
If only Donald Trump was president in the 20th century, so much could have been avoided. The First World War, the Second World War, the nuclear arms race, the Cold War, Trump could have prevented all of it. After all, his surname is Ceasefire. We know that all politicians are full of themselves. They can be arrogant and boastful. But Trump is one step ahead. He is shamelessly full of himself. And we saw an example of that yesterday. The White House openly demanded a Nobel Peace Prize for Donald Trump. Listen to this.
The president has now ended conflicts between Thailand and Cambodia, Israel and Iran, Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, India and Pakistan, Serbia and Kosovo, and Egypt and Ethiopia. This means President Trump has brokered, on average, about one peace deal or ceasefire per month during his 6 months in office. It's well past time that President Trump was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
I think she missed a few there, like Tom and Jerry, Harry Potter and Voldemort, Batman and the Joker, and Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. If you're going to make fake claims, might as well go all in. It's been a hallmark of Donald Trump. He claims credit for everything. What's worse, he wants global recognition for it. In other words, he wants the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, just to be clear, a lot of unworthy...
I'll be honest with you. I get the points that she's making. She just sounds like a hater to me. I don't know. I was critical of a lot of presidents, George W. Bush especially. I think I started paying attention to politics when George W. Bush was president because it was so bad. The economy had completely collapsed. There was war going on. The towers fell in New York, and people were making fun of him a lot on television, basically that he was an idiot. And the results were pretty bad, right? And then, you know, we got probably one of the coolest presidents ever. We got Barack Obama. The man had all type of riz, all type, like he was that guy, right? He was singing, you know, he had the mom jeans on, he played basketball. He was a cool brother, right? And then we got Donald Trump. For the most part, Donald Trump was a celebrity. He was likable, noted as a successful person. For the most part, adored by the country, in my mind. Like, a lot of people loved Donald Trump until he ran for president and he openly expressed his views that were very controversial. So, but I don't know, man. Listen, the guy don't do everything right, but he don't do everything wrong. Y'all got to give him some credit. I think a lot of the things that he pats himself on the back about, if it wasn't Donald Trump, this same lady would have nice things to say. But she's just shit talking. I don't feel like the criticism is legit. Like, give me legitimate criticisms. Was he responsible for brokering peace in all these different places? No, I wouldn't say he's wholly responsible. Did he play a role that mattered? Yeah, I think so. We're the United States of America. I think most conflicts around the world can be swayed by us, whether or not a war starts or it ends. Look at Ukraine. We've been spending a lot of money to have an impact on the outcome of that war, because we can, because we know what we do matters on the global scale. And so if wars were breaking out and they weren't stopped and peace didn't come about, people would absolutely be holding Donald Trump responsible and saying it's his fault and he caused they would be saying he caused the wars, right? If something bad happened, it's his fault. If something good happened, he patting himself on the back and saying he did it and he wasn't, and he really didn't do it. It's like, come on, man. Listen. I think there's things absolutely to be critical about Donald Trump, about what he's done so far in his less than a year in office. But there are some things that I think he kicking ass at. Eggs were over $5. Now they're $2 something. Shout out to the president. Eggs went down in price. Gas went down in price. Stock market exploded. Housing market still sucks. Interest rates are still high. Everything's not perfect, but some things kind of went well. And I can acknowledge that. But a lot of people just seem like they hating. It's hard to swallow that. It's hard to swallow. Just, oh snap. Maturing is realizing that Trini was better than Kimberly. I was mature from the beginning. I always thought Trini was better. Trini, yeah. Than Kim? Yeah. Trini was absolutely better.
I was like, bitch, fuck you. I was like, bitch, fuck you.
What? I don't get it.
I'm over here sleeping with a dove.
My man took his belt off. He said he had time today. He had time today. What we got here? Hello.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I?
Like, interesting. The intro, I like it. Then it just got political. Yo, listen. This my friend, very liberal person. So most of the videos probably in here is gonna be very liberal.
Y'all, how did the Star and Southfield Theater go out so sad? I mean, went out sad, y'all. Man, y'all know, when that theater opened up in 1997, y'all, it was a colossal upgrade from any and everything we had, y'all. I mean, it's like overnight, the Americana was for side chicks and bust downs, and the Star and Southfield was for your main thing. Like, I'm joking. No. Actually, I'm not joking.
He not joking.
Even the other Star theaters, like that one by Oakland Mall, it was better than those. Like, it had like the images of the Fox and different theaters in the games. Like, man, the Star and Southfield was it, man. What was that? It was a club. I know Arturo's, but wasn't it something before Arturo's? Because I remember doing like poetry spoken word there. Like, I can't remember the name of it though. But y'all, it was, man, Star and Southfield was dope, y'all. Now I had this conversation with somebody else recently, and it was like, yo, you know, things was never the same when they had that incident actually at Arturo's where there was a fight and a young man passed away. And so I don't know, 'cause I know that.
So I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it because I didn't know, but I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess that perhaps some type of violence broke out. Perhaps somebody died, and people no longer felt safe. Perhaps too much riffraff was walking through the Star Theater, and the people that went there just to have a good time decided that that place was too close in proximity to an element that engaged in high crime. You know what I'm saying? Too much violence. You know what I'm saying? If, public safety is a must. When people stop feeling safe, they stay home or they go somewhere else. And basically, after an incident of violence occurred where somebody loses their life, people start paying attention a little bit more. They go out again. They go, hey, you know, was that a fluke? They start looking around. They start noticing things they maybe didn't notice before. They start feeling a little uncomfortable. They start clutching their pearls, grabbing their purse a little tight, and they go, I don't feel comfortable here no more. You know, listen, keep it a buck. A lot of profiling probably happened. It was some profiling. They said, hey, that person looks like they might be violent. Let's go to the movies out in Rochester. They said Southfield a little too close. It's too close. They said 12 Mile Road. Too close. We got to go up to 20 Mile. We got to go past 20 Mile Road. Yep. Y'all get what I'm saying. But sheesh. Let's listen to the rest.
That was like maybe 2009 or 10, and it lasted till 2020, y'all. But again, it shouldn't have went out that sad. And I know everybody loves MJR, everybody loves the Imagine, y'all, but the Imagine ain't that much better than the Star. Only thing Imagine got is some seats y'all can lay back and go to sleep when you there with one of them kids movies you don't really want to see no way. And then they have the cuddle seats, so you can, so you ain't got the armrests in the way when y'all want to fill in each other and play footsies with each other. That is all the Imagine got. Imagine is not better than the Star. But y'all, the Star went out sad, man. 97 to 2020, y'all. Hey, the Mercury lasted longer than the Star. The Americana lasted longer than the Star, man. The Star Southfield was it, man. All right, man. Y'all be safe.
He right though. He right. Star Theater was the spot, man. That is where that's where we went to the movies. And sometimes we just went to hang out. Like, I went salsa dancing my very first time at the Star Theater. Let me just tell you, that's how much of a staple it was. They had a little club up front, that and a restaurant. Like, it was the spot. Like, that salsa dancing, I had so much fun. And yes, your boy Prince Amir was doing his thing. He was killing it. I was definitely salsa dancing and rocking out. What we got here? Why that joint be? I just like, is this a fresh and fit post? It's not a video. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, no, it is not. It's profoundly disturbing to see young social media influencers casually rationalize Hitler and Nazi regime's systematic extermination of 6 million Jews during the Holocaust. The only thing more terrifying than Holocaust denial is Holocaust glorification. The comfort with which these commentators defend the most evil man ever to roam the earth should send chills down the spine of every decent person. I get it. But it's the internet, y'all. Shock and awe. That's what the internet is about. That's why everybody tune in. They wanna hear nonsense and hear people talk crazy. But I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Listen, we can't in the same breath, we can't talk about people rationalizing Hitler and Nazis, which, a decent person would look at the Nazis and Hitler and say, well, evil, pure evil, right? But at the same time, say that the current president and his administration or the people that supported him are also Nazis, and to liken him to Hitler himself, right? You've basically watered down Hitler, because if our current president, Donald Trump, and Hitler are the same or similar, and the Nazis are similar to the people, the MAGA people, as people will call them. Like, I know people that are proud Maganites. Is that a word? I just kind of made that up on the fly. Maganites. I know people that are Maganites. You feel me? And I don't believe they're pure evil. I don't think they resemble anything like a Nazi. But you had people referring to them as Nazis. And so then when you have people on the internet rationalizing Hitler and the Nazis, making them seem not that evil, is like, well, you did it first, kind of. Like, you said that this person was like that, and like, I guess Hitler wasn't as bad as we thought then, if him and Donald Trump are similar, because with Donald Trump, with all his faults, like, I wouldn't think that he was one of the most evil men ever. You feel me? Like, no comparison, yet there was a comparison. So I don't know, disingenuous. Yes, it's a lot of people on the internet saying dumb shit for clicks. We get it. It's the internet. Don't be butthurt. It's entertainment. It's foolishness. Stop trying to cancel people. Be a part of the conversation. Put your 2 cents in. Do it out of love. Don't be a hater. That's all I'm saying. Okay, listen. We've been on here over an hour. I went a little extra long for the simple fact that my mic was muted for so long. So I think I'm about to hop off.
Fatality.
Crazy. Crazy. You trying to tell me that the Russians knew the Egyptians was black? that stuff look Egyptian like a mug. We just had I seen a clip of new Nick Fuentes, and he's having a conversation with that God, what's her name? Young black lady. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Used to be over there at the Daily Wire. She got fired because she started criticizing Jewish people. God, what is her name? It'll come to me. It's not that important. But anyway, he's making comments of how in Africa there were no two-story buildings, and the Africans were really not that intelligent in terms of building civilizations and so on. And until, basically white folks came in there and civilized the area. And, she mentioned Egypt, and he said, Egypt was, it was Northern Africa. It wasn't really Africa. It's different people here. Those aren't Africans or whatever. He's trying to say, like, the people that are today Egyptians were the Egyptians of old, which is obviously not true, because none of the people there speak the language of that the ancient Egyptians spoke. They can't even read the hieroglyphics. In most languages, when you look at language, if you look at like Spanish, you see that it derives from Latin. You see how the language progressed and how there's remnants of the language in the language spoken from the people that are there. You can see how how it passed down, and so there's a complete drop off from the language that the Egyptians spoke versus the people who claim to be Egyptians today, and what they speak is completely different. It's no connection. So it's obvious that the people there now are not the people that were. The people that were, if you have any education or you studied it to any degree, were clearly Africans. By Africans, we talking about brown people, black people. Let's keep it a buck. But anyway, apparently the Russians knew the truth. Yeah, let me tell you why you get more of an accurate depiction from Russia. Russia is still on the same landmass as Africa. They're still connected. They seen the truth about Africans, whereas in the West, we only had a representation of like Africans here in America, and how Africans were viewed here. I almost thought those was like Indians. That's a strong black man. So we get it. The West is racist. All right, I'm getting too tired. I'm done. All right. It's past 2:00 in the morning. That's it for me. Even my kid is asleep already. The dog is asleep. Prince Amir is the only one awake in the house. My legs is cold. Listen. That's what it sounds like when you ain't wearing no pants. Yeah. You know, when you live stream, when it's not a whole body shot, this is the upper body, y'all. I ain't got to put no pants on. I'm chilling. Listen. I'm going to sleep. Shout out to you if you tuned in. Hopefully y'all had a good laugh. We kicked it. We looked at the DMs. Y'all slid in my DMs. Until next time, we'll be back. You know what? I'm going to do another one Saturday. I think Saturday, possibly even Sunday. We going to get it in. We having a good time with this. Plus, I got so many more messages to actually look at. And we going to move a little bit faster next time and start earlier. Jesus, we going to start earlier. I need to get some sleep. I got a long, long day tomorrow. Prince Amir, I'm out. Another day, another thought, another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.